So here's the introduction of our surface dashboard. And we integrate not only surface capabilities, but mobile devices as well. So let me demonstrate for you what might happen under a typical scenario of a mobile device receiving an alert. So once an alert comes in, I see some information on my mobile device that I've got a backup pending with floor 2. So I'll walk up to Surface Unit, put that device down. It's using the object recognition capabilities of Surface, including the tagging on the back of the device. It recognizes in this case that I'm Nurse Betty Smith from the emergency department. And sure enough, I see the same admit alert here, context-sensitive information that's available based upon my role within the hospital. So I touch that admit alert, I get an overview of the hospital, I can look floor by floor as to what's going on, and I certainly see that I do have an issue on floor 2, including pending admits on floor 2, which is an issue at this moment in time. So let me also look at my menu that popped up off my mobile device, and I'll look at a staffing ratio. So I can take this, and actually I can, of course, be collaborative with you, flip it around, we can discuss this, and look at med-surg. I see that we have 3 pending admits up into the hospital. So let me take care of that. So let me close a few things down now. I'll put this off the side and now focus on the ED, because what's happening in the ED is driving those admits that are coming out of the hospital and the flow issues. I see that I've got, as a matter of fact, let me flip this around to you. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Oops, let's try that again. Let's make that bigger. Snap in place. 7 inbound patients. That's quite a few for an emergency department to deal with at one time. 20 in something like a bus accident, who knows. So we've got some waiting delays. We've got quite a few inbound patients. I know over here with this alert that we've got 2 that are going to be admitted to the floor. So I see popping out to me those things that need immediate attention and the flow that I need to take care of in the emergency department. So let's do some of that now. Let's take care of that flow issue. So I'm going to bring this back to myself, and I'm going to drill into those patients that are in process, as an example. So by touching that particular alert item, I see the details of these patients. I've been working with them through my EDIS solution. I can drag one off and take a look at it and see the actual chart that's been generated for this patient through the EDIS system, MedHost's EDIS system that's already in place. I can see, yeah, this patient, you know, he's had a rough time, look for the details. And in this case, I'm going to make a determination that this patient is probably okay to stay in the emergency department. But you know, I know from some of my past experience that, actually I'll just use this. This is now tied to my mobile device. I know that I've got 3 patients that I can admit from the issues that I've already dealt with and trying to get the flow through. So I know that I'm going to take patient Nisha, for example, and Nurja, and Robert, and I'm going to take care of those patients and make sure they're admitted properly. So as an ED nurse, I've now transferred those patients to my mobile device wirelessly, and I can now do my rounds with that patient information available on the mobile device. So I can deal with those. I can also make sure that I know that we need to get some more staff up on the 2nd floor from what was going on. So I can go through and send some messages that are context sensitive. So right now I have no messages, but by simply dragging some patients into the message, which are going to be sent up, you can see I now have some context information. I need transport for those patients. Where do they need to go? I'm going to admit them. And why? Stat transport. I'm going to send that message off. So we're doing messaging built into the solution as well. So that's an overview of what we can do with the dashboard in the scenario we've dealt with. We've got an admitting problem to the 2nd floor. We've got a shuttle through because we also have 7 inbound patients coming into the emergency.